All right, everybody, welcome. It's the bonus round. Today we have the team of Crypto Phoenix Blockchain. I'm not sure actually what I should say, but it sounds like
Phoenix
a very all right, perfect. Sounds like a very massive project. I actually had some talks with Spazz, and there might be some bullish stuff in the future happening for them as well. So yeah, welcome guys. Glad to have you here.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for hosting.
All right. Let's just direct start. Usually we start with a team introduction. Just introduce yourself a little bit about us and maybe how your private life comes to work for the project, and a little bit about your experience of crypto. Maybe some people always like to hear that as well.
Who wants to start? Should I start? Am I going?
Go for it.
All right. I'm Hyperion. I'm a co-host of We Burn, We Rise show. We do that every Monday. It's a podcast that kind of circles around our blockchain and everything that we have going on. And I have been in crypto since 2017, late 2017, probably right around the inception of Raven Coin, for those that remember that. And still, that one is still popular, but I've been around since then, kind of poking around otherwise in other projects. And I came about this through Golden Ratio token, which it was originally one of the token projects that will now be put into the governance part of Phoenix Blockchain. I met Rob there. Rob and I kind of went back and forth over the years, and then finally Fluffy will tell you more about this, but they created a bot just for tracking, and then it spiraled into, wait, why don't we just make our own blockchain? Ethereum fees are killing projects. People try to deploy projects. People try to create things on Ethereum, but it costs thousands and thousands of dollars to do that. Whereas, why do we keep this up, right? How do you make a metaverse with a transaction fee of hundreds and thousands of dollars, right? How do you equip a helmet in a game? This doesn't make any sense. So onwards, and we decided, you know what? Let's see what we can do. Fluffy is from Crypto Phoenix. I think he would like to tell you how that relationship with GRT kind of came together. You are muted, my friend. And that's everything.
All right. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, perfect.
Sadly, it's working. All right. So thanks for putting me on the spot there, buddy. So I met Rob through CoinGecko. He was an admin for CoinGecko, and somehow we developed a weird relationship that turned into building a bot that was tracking gas fees, and then turned into a crypto game on Telegram called Duck Hunt, which you can get NFTs or Phoenix from. But at the time, it was very cost prohibitive to use anything from Ethereum because of the fees. It was just too expensive. So we wanted to make something better. Basically, Ethereum could have gone several different ways. That's why they had several different forks. And miners, basically, their greed took it to another level where basically, unless you were rich, you couldn't afford it. And that really hurt in the way of development as far as, what Hyperion was saying, adding a helmet in a game on a metaverse, which you would never be able to afford to do unless you were rich. That being said, so we looked at other options between Polygon and BSC, and we were kind of weighing out pros and cons of all of the other blockchains that were available. And we came to the conclusion that essentially Ethereum had the groundwork that was best for what we wanted, but we needed to eliminate fees entirely. So yeah, we developed Phoenix blockchain and have been pushing it ever since, and it's been fantastic. I think we pay a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of a cent for a transaction. So miners aren't rewarded for transactions. Miners are rewarded via a block reward. So that definitely has helped quite a bit. So I could do 40 some odd thousand transactions with one Phoenix, and I think Phoenix right now is at under 10 cents. So yeah, it's really great for NFTs, great for pretty much anything. It makes it very feasible for things like excuse me, for like metaverse games and stuff like that. Sorry, my pig is winking.
He does have a pig, yeah.
Nice.
How about you, Spazz? Who are you?
Oh, I'm the coordinator. I've only been in crypto for about a year and a half, but I like hanging out in the Telegram, chatting with y'all, and I host our Monday show, We Burn, We Rise. We have a lot of fun over there. We'll link it in chat, so if you want to join us on Monday, you're all welcome.
Yeah, and I posted the link tree, which that shows you all the different things with Phoenix. It shows you the Twitter, the Facebook, it shows you the main website, it shows you our DEX, it shows you the Diamond app state, all the stuff. We can go over all that too, because it's an extensive list.
Awesome. So yeah, you guys have actually more people in the team working, except only you three. How many people you really have now working for the whole project, the whole blockchain?
So our core group features about 10 to 12, and I say about is because we cycle between different availabilities, but we have above 60 different collaborators coming from different places like RYI. RYI Pay was something that is really close to us. They have a wallet in the Apple Store as well as the Android Store, the Google Play Store. They're still working on the update, I believe, for the Android to feature Phoenix as a fully integrated chain there. What that means is instead of having to add as a custom network, it's already in there. MetaMask, unfortunately, still has us as a custom network, and it takes a little bit more effort to import NFTs and all this other stuff. RYI Pay is fantastic. It's one of our featured partners. And that list expands. It expands weekly. We have more collaborators joining. We're a community-run blockchain. We have been from inception. And the idea sparked between the two token groups, as Fluffy said. And it's always been just volunteer work. There hasn't been any kind of ICO or IPO or anything like that. We're not planning on anything like that. The blockchain is fully functioning. We have a couple beta things like FireSwap, our DEX. Our staking app is a beta as well. Any group, any Telegram group that has our airdrop bot for messages and when users talk in the group, you get a random chance at an NFT drop. You get a random chance at Phoenix, a small portion of Phoenix, and usually that small portion of Phoenix that's dropped is enough to deploy your own project. So if you're a developer looking for a chain to build on, we have a faucet in Discord. We have in different Telegram groups, we have the airdrop bot, which drops enough Phoenix to deploy contracts, to deploy projects. So talk to one of us if you still can't figure out the amount, but I believe the last time I looked at it was like 0.01 for a drop on Phoenix on the airdrop bot. And that's in over 100 Telegram groups now. So we should probably get it in here too, huh?
Why not? Just shoot me the bot later and I can add them. I mean, that's the reason why I actually launched the lounge, so I can just support other projects.
That's wonderful.
I was just sick of I have a project and we do AMAs in my project as well in the channel, but I just got overhand of shelling and our investors really didn't like to see it, and that's why I just decided to open a launch so I can just support other projects as well. So yeah, why not? Okay, let's start. What exactly is the Phoenix blockchain? How does it work? How does it function? And then we can go a little bit more in the details later, like how many transactions you do in a day and stuff like this.
So to summarize what we've said so far, basically the point of Phoenix blockchain is to have the speed that you've seen with some of the more common blockchains, but without any of the price. So we got high speed, low price, ultra secure, really the best of all of the projects that we've seen so far. We've kind of become the next evolution in cryptocurrency.
And we are an EVM-based blockchain and compatible. What that means is if you have an Ethereum address, our chain functions the same way. You would have to add us in MetaMask as a custom address, or as a custom chain rather, to view any assets you have. There you go, Phoenix Explorer. To view anything that you have in your wallet, you can go on phoenixplorer.com, or if you have your MetaMask set up for our custom network, which if you can't figure that out, our airdrop bot has instructions. Our main website has instructions. There's how-tos that can show you. What we're seeing right now is the different NFTs that are on chain. And everything, if you look at the little transactions, if he comes through that, they're 0.0002 Phoenix for transactions for NFTs to mint. I mean, it's ridiculous. So again, we are an EVM-based blockchain. We looked at Ethereum and forked it and said, we can do better. We have one static GUI for gas fees because we want people to develop. We want people not to be worried about high barrier to entry, because projects can't do that. I mean, unless you have a funding round, and then most of those funding rounds might lead into dumping. I'm sorry. It's just unfortunately how the market has been going. There are some legitimate projects that do have a lot of backing, and that doesn't apply to them, but it's hard for for a community member to invest in something or to support something that takes so much money to just deploy. You haven't even started working on the marketing side. You haven't even started working on the next steps. And you've already spent too much money just going on Ethereum, for instance. So that was it. That was the main thing. We wanted a functioning blockchain that has everything Ethereum has, but could be better, could be faster, could support more transactions, could be cheaper. That's and a better user experience is what we're aiming for. We'll talk about FireC in a little bit, but FireC is the main concept that we have for our future, where it would be a user experience for something like an artist that doesn't have any developer background. They have a collection of works that they want to deploy. They have no idea what deploy even means. FireC is something that we have been working on for a while, and hoping for Q1 next year, where when it releases, it's an idea similar to OpenSea, but with more user-friendly items, such as deploying through the actual FireC marketplace. If that is a roundabout way of answering your question, I hope so.
Yeah, it's perfect. I actually don't know how to use OpenSea. I just out myself here.
Yeah.
I tried last time to actually check my Ethereum NFT there, and I actually didn't know where's my inventory, so I just decided to keep it in my Trust wallet and don't do anything with it and just let it rot there. Perfect. Let's just start diving actually with the basics. If I want to trade on the Phoenix blockchain, I need to have a Phoenix token, right? Which is like similar to Ethereum, just as your government's token. Right.
So it's not our governance token. It's just a native token. So Phoenix is PHX. It's on our chain. Our governance token will be GPHX. The governance being those that should be deployed in the next month or so. And what that's going to do is previous CPHX, Crypto Phoenix, and previous Golden Ratio token holders will have an allocation airdrop to their wallets for how much they have held in their Golden Ratio or CPHX. They will get GPHX on our chain, and that's going to allow them to vote for different things like the future of the blockchain, or because our goal is to essentially disconnect ourselves completely. We would like to make a completely working product, get out of the betas, finish everything, wrap it up, and then allow for the community to completely have reign on different items, right? We have a foundation that's already created in the Netherlands. So Phoenix blockchain functions through the foundation. That's going to have a set number of board members. They're going to make non-for-profit decisions. So a lot of this is just to separate ourselves away from this project that we want for the community. So GPHX will be the governance token. PHX is the native token if you would like to transact in, you were asking about transactions through the native token. You can go on our DEX, Fire Swap. That's that one. It's on the link tree that I posted. You can use the native token to transact into I think we have about 180 different projects on our chain right now. Maybe a little less, maybe more. I haven't checked in a little bit, but you can check on the Phoenix Explorer /tokens to see all the full list of deployed projects on our chain. And you can use the DEX. And it's a non-custodial DEX. Works just like PancakeSwap, Uniswap, similar idea. So PHX is the native token. You can see that on CoinGecko as well as CoinMarketCap. We are not associated with the other PHX, the token from BSC, and I think there's another token on Ethereum. When we do bridge over to the other ones, it'll be WPHX, wrapped Phoenix. It won't be PHX on other chains for those that are more technically minded.
Nice. I'm actually just looking also CoinMarketCap right now, where we talked about this one. You launched last year in December, right?
November. December's just in November. Yeah. November 12th, I think, was the date of inception of everything starting. So CoinMarketCap, unfortunately, doesn't track the main volume, which is through ZegX. ZegX is a non-KYC, non-know your customer, so they don't ask you for your ID and everything. It's just an email-based platform, but it is a CEX, so it's a centralized exchange. It has some DEX features on it, and they're working on a couple other upgrades, but just that's where our main volume happens is on ZegX, which we're working with them to get it on CoinMarketCap, but the only thing that reflects on CoinMarketCap right now is ResPhoenix and our wrapped version of Phoenix on BSC, which we haven't finished the bridge just yet. So we do have the wrapped version deployed on BSC, but we haven't finished bridging it over just yet. We're still working on the details on that. So just to let people know that are looking at our CoinMarketCap, it doesn't have the full data. I think CoinPaprika might.
He's also actually Spazz posted the SegX also, where you can buy it. Actually, I need to sign the app, so I can buy actually on BSC, but I can't do anything with it right now because it's not bridged, right?
Well, it is technically bridged, but it's a manual bridge, so somebody would have to move it over, and it's way cheaper just to buy it on ZegX. ZegX doesn't charge any fees for Phoenix either, which is a huge plus. Part of the reason why we're pushing to help them get listed on CoinGecko, because they were one of our early partners, and they've had a really great exchange.
Yeah, not an issue for me. Like signing up in an exchange only takes 5 minutes, and if you want to buy their KYC, doesn't take that long as well. But you can just also transfer over some, I think, USDT or USDC, and then just trade it there to Phoenix. So that's not an issue for me at all. Just another exchange in my wallet, but it's not a problem.
Yeah. And if you do have any issues, the Telegram for ZegX is very, I don't know how to pronounce it. He says something else. I say ZegX. Anywho, the Telegram for ZegX, Carl is the owner and also the main developer. He is more than helpful. I mean, he has a couple admins there as well, but he is very helpful with any kind of delays in deposits, delays with withdrawals. I mean, there's been no issues. And we've been with them for what, 6 months, 7, something, a long time. I mean, we're almost at a year with Phoenix, and it's been mostly ZegX is where our volume has been going. ResPhoenix is great, but the withdrawal fee is ridiculous. It's 0.03 Ethereum. We're working with them. Hopefully one day it won't be that, but 0.03 Ethereum is like, this is what I mean. This is why you need a blockchain that can't be Ethereum. Like, you can't. But anywho.
Oh, the trick is just to buy Phoenix and just trade on your blockchain and don't sell it back don't withdraw it anymore.
Yeah, right. Just deposit the money into ResPhoenix, I guess, and then you just leave it until whatever the marker is, I guess.
Exactly. No problem. So yeah, how did you started last year, November. How's the process going? Like, what did you do now in your like Telegram? Do you hold us? How do you make word of your blockchain to become bigger and better? I mean, if you have really so much plus about Ethereum, Binance altogether, how do you spread the word about this one?
We haven't really spent any time or money on actually advertising. We do have some pretty big partners. One of our partners is going to basically step up the whole marketing game once we're ready and everything's out and deployed. We are just waiting to finish finalizing building everything else out, like FireSea. I think we're close to completion, which is our NFT marketplace. Requires some licensing thanks to the US government, kind of pushing their stringent rules on the rest of the world. Before we were just planning on building and then launching, but then due to regulations, now we're kind of getting our hands tied and having to go through a lot of paperwork process with governments, etc., in order to keep everything legal. And that is, I think, being finalized pretty soon in the Netherlands. Our blockchain is actually one of only a small handful of blockchains that's actually been or has had a foundation created for it. And then all of our companies are underneath that umbrella. So once everything's completed and finalized legally, then we can go ahead and start the actual marketing push, which will be fantastic because, I could definitely use a new computer screen.
Yeah, no worries. I'm not a marketer. I'm a marketing guy, but crypto marketing is very difficult and very different from real life. I'm all about utility in crypto, which we have given here or you. How's the roadmap going? Like, what do you accomplish until now? What do you still have to do before you really start? You know?
So one more thing about actually marketing I wanted to bring up. We use the airdrop bot as a form of marketing. We are in over 100 different channels on Telegram, and users do sign up through that. I mean, we have 3,500 wallets or something like that on our Explorer registered so far, but our airdrop bot is a function. It's a free service that we offer groups like your room, for instance. And by users signing up and by users engaging, we're doing like a free word of mouth kind of, spreading our chain that way. And as far as what we've accomplished, go ahead.
Well, it's also a kind of a good thing for both us and other communities as well, because it keeps your users engaged as well. So whereas a lot of communities with small memberships, they tend to all kind of end up joining each other for some reason. Probably a large part due to the bot, because they're all out to get that free Phoenix and get those free NFTs. But I've noticed a lot of communities have grown and they stay pretty active too, because obviously in order for more chances to win, you have to be more active. So it's a win-win for both us and the other communities as well.
And there is a minimum character limit. So it's not like if someone just going, hi, will get a chance to get anything. Hi, hello. No, that's not enough. You got to be at least some kind of engaging. The bot does have a percentage also on each, whatever you send out. And if you're one of those crazy people that want to rant all day, we have a rant channel for you where the bot sits and people just rant the most weirdest things in there, but it's great.
Nice. Yeah, I have actually a couple of friends. I have like a joke bot, and you can just put jokes, and he's just putting up jokes also there. Of course, you have to program it. Maybe another idea.
Well, funny that you mentioned that. I made a version of our airdrop bot that's we call Evil Bot, that throws out insults and really terrible NFTs. So it's essentially like the bad version of the good version bot.
but it had to be turned off, right?
Yeah, it was making people cry, so we had to turn it off.
No worries.
How dare
I would
you,
like
AI?
to see one of those ugly NFTs.
Do you have one, Fluffy? Do you have one you could put on the chat?
Feel free to.
Yeah, let me pull it up. It was a fun little experiment. I didn't realize it was gonna ruffle some feathers, though. Let's see, NFT troll, I think was what they. Yep,
Seems like
there it
some
is.
of your community. Seems like some of your community really want to have that mod pick also.
Absolutely, yeah. And then I'm from the Chicago area. We used to have a restaurant where they would just throw insults at you, but that closed down recently too. So you would eat, and they would just insult you the whole time. Like that's what people want. I don't.
Ah, it's coming. Nice. Funny. That's actually a cool idea.
See, and it's not awful. We're not gonna.
No, it's just the insults apparently were making people cry.
It's nice, gets the community entertained, it's not like boring. I mean, Ethereum doesn't do something like this, Binance doesn't do something like this, and just giving, and even if it's just a joke, just people need to understand it. All right. Yeah. So how much is the transaction volume in your blockchain right now? Like, if you compare it, how many projects are launching there? What's the target gonna be in the next couple of weeks, months?
Well, our target is always to supplant Ethereum. We like where Solana is in their amount of projects that they have. We would like to be a Solana one day. We don't like to give dates anymore, because whenever we give a date, it's always there's always delays. And as people that have dealt with developers before, they hopefully understand that there's this error of that thing. That's why some of the things are still in beta. I think we get about 2,000 transactions a day, something like that, average. It also varies on when we have to kick the airdrop bot again, because the airdrop bot freezes sometimes, so we just have to be there. Our total transactions are over 440,000 so far. A little over 2 million blocks have been passed already, and they're about 12 seconds. Average is what the algorithm kind of pushes for, 12 seconds for an average. And the way that the blocks are giving out rewards is there's a closed network of nodes that so a node holder would rent a server in a data center, minimum of 16 gig RAM and minimum of 2 terabytes storage. And then they would communicate with us. We wouldn't ask for their payment info, obviously. We would just ask for access to the server. And we have something like 140 node holders currently. Running rough, because there's a maximum of 3 nodes per person. So there's roughly 300 nodes or something like that. And those nodes all contribute to our IPFS system. What an IPFS is an interplanetary file system. This is something like Pinata, where the actual image resides, and then the blockchain would pull from that image and show, here's the NFT. So we have our own in-house IPFS that is created by the node holders. And that is something that we're really close to fine-tuning to Fire C. And that's another, other than the legislative, that word, other than that issue that is holding us up on the Fire C, the IPFS is actually integrated with Fire C, and that's how it will help streamline the process. And you won't have to go to something like Pinata for hosting. It'll be something native to Phoenix blockchain. So our goal is to become something like an Ethereum, like a better Solana, in our opinion, because I don't like the network outages. I don't understand why they happen, because a block should be able to handle so much more. Maybe it's because they have really high, strict node rules. They need 128 gigs of RAM for their nodes. I'm not sure. The chain keeps getting sluggish. Things keep happening. There should be No issue with the amount of transactions happening. But again, not an expert on Solana, so we would like to be a little bit better than that, a lot better than that. No issues in that sense, no delays. So that's the goal. But yeah.
To sum up PIPFS in like a sentence, I guess, it's that for the first time on a blockchain, you actually own the image, not just a link to the image.
Yes, and that's why we are working on our own, because we want the ownership to remain within the blockchain. We don't want to have a third party for the IPFS. And ours is called PIPs, because that's Phoenix IPFS. And
nice.
He's showing off some NFTs on the NFT Explorer.
Yeah, just a little bit. I've got a lot, apparently.
No worries. Well, the transaction volume looks very good for like 1 year and not real marketing. So just thumbs up for this one. Well, the NFTs here look nice, cute.
FireDucks is actually a collection on our Diamond app staking platform. You can get FireDucks from that platform. So that's where you stake these. You can stake anything from your airdrop bot. If you get NFTs there, you can stake any other NFTs from, what was the other? There's a bunch of different collections like Diamond, Phoenix. These are all staked on our platform, and they give you other tokens that are on our chain, and you can trade those on our Fire Swap. Sorry, it's our DEX. So you would get, for instance, if you have Diamond Phoenix, you would get a Diamond token, and then you can change Diamond token for Phoenix on chain in our DEX. Yeah, and then the airdrop yields a different one. There's Sapphire, Ruby, Diamond, and one more, Emerald. That's the one. Yep. But if you need more information, you can always check on our Telegram. You can check on Diamond Apps. There's a how-to video on our YouTube page. Where RXB, our lead developer, talks through how to use the staking platform.
Nice. Yeah, like I said, the transaction volume for no marketing and all looks very good. Is there like projects launching already on Phoenix blockchain? Maybe you can even say the names if you want, like maybe the biggest one. Maybe some people heard it already.
We've had Chronic Cats. He's got a whole NFT line just for Phoenix. And there's several others. And then we have other partners too that are waiting for a full bridge so they can bridge over to Phoenix as well. Like RYI Pay or RYI Unity, sorry. And then when everything's all ready, we have a few partners like Hit Network. They're you probably heard of like BitBoy and people like them. So Hit Network essentially is like the manager for BitBoy and stuff, so to speak. I don't know how exactly to explain that, but when it comes time for marketing and everything's fully ready 100%, which will be sometime this year, yeah, we definitely see us overtaking Binance and giving Ethereum a good run for its money.
And NFA, not financial advice.
Yeah, not financial advice, but
well, Ethereum is actually helping you right now since the merge.
Oh yeah. How about what was it? Binance now is starting the proof of work mining. I don't know. Seems like so our goal from a blockchain perspective, so we just finished our first halvening. We used to do 2 Phoenix per block. Now it's 1 Phoenix per block. Our goal is to eventually consider POS, but we're not interested in what Ethereum's doing.
No, we are interested in what Ethereum's doing. We're going to let Ethereum mess it up. And
right, that's what I meant. That's what I mean.
We'll take what they've taken and made work, and we'll make it better, and then implement that.
Exactly.
But in the meantime, as a proof of work, we're CPU mining, so it really doesn't eat up a ton of electricity. I mean, it's no more electricity than just keeping your computer on sleep mode.
And that's through data centers.
Yes,
not your local computer.
So those are a little bit confused in the way of, like how Bitcoin, for example, everybody says is very unethical to run and terrible on the environment. Well, that's wise because there's very little block reward and you're mining like crazy to earn very little. But right now, in the meantime, we will eventually hit there when we hit about 8 million Phoenix, so about 6 million blocks. We should be in about that same state, but because we're CPU mining, it requires very little to almost no energy at all because we're not dependent on GPU mining. So, go ahead, Hyperion. Sorry, I wasn't meaning to cut you off.
No, that's good.
The nerd in me was coming out.
And as Fluffy said, it's around the 8 million block. It took us about a year to get to 2 million blocks. It'll probably take another year for 4 million, and our halvening will happen every 2 million blocks. So right now it's at 1 Phoenix per block. Then it will be by half Phoenix per block sometime this time next year at the current rate. So in about 3 years, we should be at the 8 million when we decide to switch over to POS and get rid of the node mining. We'll probably switch gears in that sense. We're still kind of working on that, but
POS still requires nodes.
What he said.
I like you guys. I see like the sympathy to each other from you guys. You can work really good together, I think. And I think you guys still having fun doing it. You're not tired of it, so which is good to see. Often enough, like when devs work together, after like 2 months, they actually don't like to see each other anymore. They're just tired of each other hanging around 20 hours a day.
2 months. I think Spazz and I have been together for almost 2 years.
Yeah,
That's why,
Yeah, and I've known Rob 3-4 years. But him and I didn't have more. Spazz and Fluffy, I think, had more of an intimate relationship coming in because of CPHX. Rob and I were just back and forth over the years, and then more recently, within the last 2 years, Rob is our main dev, big brain guy.
Intimate is not the choice of word I would have chose.
Absolutely intimate.
Spazz and I have never seen each other without our shirts on.
Lonely
I
fans.
promise.
Lonely fans soon.
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet.
Through thick and thin, no?
Yeah, not yet, because when we'll have that meetup in the Netherlands, yeah, everyone's.
What stays in Amsterdam, what happened in Amsterdam stays in Amsterdam.
Yeah.
There we go. He knows what's up.
Except for chlamydia, that'll go home with you.
Others.
Just stay there until it's over. All right. You guys having NFT games in your Telegram, right? I think if I look in your roadmap, how do I play this? Do I need to pay something, or do I need to hold some tokens to play this? What can I win? How does the community engage with these games?
Oh, that's absolutely free. You just join the Duck Hunt Telegram group and register your MetaMask address. And then there's simple commands like shoot and reload. I don't know the rest of the commands. It's been a while since I played. It just
buy bullets.
Got too busy. Buy bullets. Yeah, it got really busy in there. And you just type out your commands and it does it. It's a text-based game, but there's a good percentage chance that it drops NFTs, and you got to watch out for the goose. You can get attacked in the game as well.
So there's a little not a real currency that the bot kind of tracks, and you use that currency to upgrade your weapon, and then as Fluffy said, there's a goose that will take your bullets because you'll have to run away from it. It's bringing old school Duck Hunt back.
Let me support you guys, and I'll put here a filter tomorrow in. People can
Here we go. So
play as well. So to support you guys. Yeah, so you guys planning much more? You're gonna have a merchandise line coming out as well?
Oh yeah, so Fire Swag is going to be a store for not only Phoenix merchandise, but also tokens that launch NFT or tokens that launch and NFT projects, ecosystems that launch inside of Phoenix blockchain. It'll be a way for them to really streamline the way that their merch works, as opposed to having to make a Redbubble store and get ripped off and have crummy quality. We're going to be doing all of that in-house. That's a few steps away now. That's after bridges, that's after governance, that's after FireC, but we are working towards that to help people that want to get their swag on.
Yeah, so the initiative in general, Phoenix Initiative, has always been, we want an all-inclusive blockchain. We want somewhere where developers can go, somewhere where artists can go, somewhere where companies can go if they wanted to participate with all those, and then work and not have to work on the swag, have a place where they can already have all of that. So the Fire Swag is kind of in tandem with FireC, because an NFT project that is looking to create swag for their project kind of thing, we always want it to work in tandem across all the different things. And then their token that they deploy is on Fire Swap, which is our DEX, and then everything is kind of all together.
Awesome. So actually, I got one more question. I forgot to ask. So when I want to launch a project on Phoenix blockchain, and I just did Binance token, or I just did Ethereum token until now, how do I come to you to help me, or are you offering free help or consultation, or are you going to charge for this? Can I hire a dev from you to make my contract, or?
No, we're always willing to offer free advice and help wherever we can. I mean, we're not going to do the project for you. We have our hands full.
Of course.
We'll definitely help walk you through whatever we can. If you have any questions, we're always there to help out everybody. We don't charge for anything. So we definitely want to see our network grow. And if helping your project grow helps our project grow, I mean, we're all for it.
And then the really cool part is we just had a dev bounty a couple months ago, and the main winner was a team, CFG Ninja, and they do also have a token on our chain. They created a locker, a free locker. So if you do deploy on our network, you can use their free locker, and that locker, you can lock away the liquidity to show strength for your community, to show, and you don't have to pay any fees for that. There's a donation option if anyone uses it and they're really happy with it. But the CFG Ninja team won our dev bounty a couple months ago because of that. I mean, that's wonderful, right?
Yeah, that same team is also working on an easy deployer. So if people want to launch their own token project, they'll essentially have you just add what you want, put a name on it, and it'll deploy it for you, sort of thing. But I don't know if they're charging for that or not. I would imagine it's probably a paid service, but I mean, it's pretty easy to launch a token if that's what people are looking to do and getting into starting their own projects. It's there's a lot of YouTube tutorials, and we're always happy to answer any questions whenever we're around, which is pretty much all the time.
Yeah, these Launchpad made it actually very easy to launch token. You just pay 1 BNB, you just put in how much tax you want, what's the name, and then you can launch, but collect a little bit money for pre-sale or something, and then you can do it. Token minter. I think that's what this project your partner is going to do there as well, and makes it easy and accessible for everybody, which is I think which is needed. I mean, new generation is not that. I mean, it's like so common nowadays. Everybody is just I want to launch a token tomorrow. I'll just do it. I don't need to code for like 1 month and make a contract and proofread it like 500 times. So everything perfect. So yeah.
Yeah, and they have free ones too. Like if you go to Open Zeppelin Wizard, Open Zeppelin Wizard. Let me share it real quick on my screen. Essentially, it gives you a pretty generic code, and then you can go to Remix and then copy paste and deployed on our network, providing you have a MetaMask or Phoenix added to your MetaMask wallet. So it's very easy to integrate. Open Zeppelin Wizard. There we are. And I will share this. I don't know why I'm sharing this. All right. So say hypothetically we want to name something like bonus round. And we'll call it BR. And we want to pre-mint 100 of them. You can make it mintable, burnable, pausable, make it permittable. You can make it so people can vote, flash minting, snapshots, etc., rules. Then you just copy paste this and then drag it over to Remix. I probably shouldn't be teaching anybody this, but it's essentially very easy, so anybody could do it in a matter of minutes. Like I could launch an entire
army. He's forming a degen army.
And that's, this. You see how easy it is to make a contract, and that's why you always do your research before investing, and we don't give any financial advice, please.
Yeah, so essentially you just start a new project, blah, 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 say blank, we'll call it bonus round. And we'll make a new one, BR, and we'll go back into our contract wizard. Why did I do that? Where did it go? There it is.
This is what causes delays, by the way, as a developer.
So, just while he's coding there, when you have something like BSC skin or ESA skin, is it your Phoenix Explorer or?
Yes, it's Phoenix Explorer. There you go. It's PhoenixExplorer.com is our main Explorer. We're working on a second Explorer and a testnet, so we have so we don't have to waste Phoenix testing the stuff that we're deploying. But it's so cheap that we just didn't really focus on the testnet because it's 0.00002 transaction fee. You can get more in our faucet. You can get more in our airdrop bot. But that's something that we're working on the testnet and another Explorer.
So yeah, I'm just checking. Looks good. For first version, like you said.
So, anyways, this is that fast. We've already deployed the bonus round contract. I didn't do it on Phoenix, obviously. I did it on a testnet, but yeah. So it's all there. We could actually interact with it. See, oh, there's the name bonus round. It literally only took me seconds to deploy a contract.
When I say I paid for my contract 12 BNB, it's actually so easy. But in the end, you're always smarter.
So easy.
In the end, you're always smarter. Actually, you learn a lot in crypto. I just need to be interested in it. I honestly, I just give my personal opinion. I really like everything you guys doing. I like you three guys. I like the sympathy to each other, which is, if I look at devs, it's really good. You guys are docs. You show yourself in the camera, and not only today, you show yourself often in the camera, and it looks like everything good. And I'm just gonna set up my wallet later also for the Phoenix blockchain, and I think I'm just gonna buy a couple of dollars just to have it. Just in case you guys gonna push hard and you're gonna get integrated in the mainstream, and it's just gonna be a good investment in my opinion. Yeah, and I'm gonna set up your airdrop bot also later. I saw it working in your Telegram already, so I just didn't have my wallet set up yet. So yeah, just as my personal opinion for everybody, do your own research and talk to the guys also in the Telegram. So yeah, is there anything else we forgot to actually talk about before I get to maybe a couple of community questions?
If anyone's interested, the white paper's on the main website. that's going to be updated soon again. The main website might be updated as well very shortly with the GPHX deployed. Once that's deployed and once it's airdropped, things will be, being upgraded, shiny or better, shiny. But yes, if you for the airdrop bot, the thing that you're going to have to do is make Fluffy an admin so he can add the bot, because it is a closed bot. It's not an open bot just yet. So he adds the bot, makes it an admin, allows it to flow, and then you can remove his admin after that. Just so you know.
All right, I hit you up tomorrow, and then I'm gonna do this with you if you have some time. Yeah, let me guess. Here's a community question in the voice chat. Zoel, let's hope they don't take your account tomorrow away again, like you did yesterday. Your account.
Hey guys, what's up? Yeah, hi guys.
Yeah. Hey, how's it going?
Good man, I'm good. How you guys doing today?
Doing pretty good. How are you?
Yeah, all good man, all good. Yeah. So thanks. So thank you for the great opportunity. Yeah, I've been listening to the presentation, but I was a little bit late in the AMA. Yeah. So well, I just pick up some things that you guys have discussed. Yeah. So I have a question based on the docs in the game. Yeah. So like I want to know. I don't really know if you guys have touched on that. Yeah. But I want to know, can users the users, can they also have the ability can they have the chance to shoot a rare dog? And also these dogs, are they gonna be able to reward us in NFTs of the dog shot? You get the question?
Yeah, I think I understand what you're asking. You're asking if you can win rare NFTs from it. Rarity is just based on complete randomness. The bot does it entirely random of its own. It picks which NFT it decides to mint and does it all automatically. It has nothing to do with us. Our hands are essentially free and clear of it. And yeah, there's quite a few of them that it's really rare and hard to get. I think that I've only seen a Goku duck drop once ever. So that's pretty rare. And as far as NFT marketplace, whenever that goes live and people start bidding on them, that'll also determine and dictate also, obviously the value. We have other NFT games too that are under development. We have one of them that's actually a Web3 game that's going to be based on using the ducks that you've already earned, the NFTs that you've already earned. You'll be able to do upgrades to them like weapons and helmets and armor and stuff like that. And you can battle each other. So it'll be battle ducks, which will be pretty cool. And you'll be able to use a lot of the NFTs that you get, including some of the rare NFT ducks that you get as well.
To further answer that question, any of the NFTs dropped right here on our Diamond apps. It's an on-chain staking platform. There's a duck hunt staking, there's drops staking, there's fire duck staking, diamond staking. So you can earn rewards for staking on this website. And this is something that we also put out.
And that mint, those are one of ones as well. So you want to show them how that works?
Okay, that's really nice. Yeah, but
How
can the
to.
NFTs be used to purchase new dock in the game?
To chase or
Purchase.
Oh, the NFTs, they're not a form of currency. They're just an NFT that you can stake. There's an in-game cash amount that you get from the bot. The bot tells you how much you've earned when you shoot a duck. You can use that cash to purchase new weapons, upgrades, and more things that we have planned.
Okay, that's cool. Thanks for clarifying that. Yeah, I still got few questions about the fire swap. I really don't know if you guys have also discussed about that. Yeah, like I want to know if the Fire Swap can be able to allow developers to use the Phoenix blockchain to create token pairs with existing tokens and to avoid the transactional fees required by other blockchains.
It,
Do you get the question?
it sounds like you're asking about bridged
No,
contracts.
it's about the Fire Swap. Yeah, I want to know if the it can whether if the Fire Swap can be able to allow developers to use the Phoenix blockchain to create token pairs with existing tokens, and also let me say in forms of avoiding the transactional fees required by other blockchains. Do you get the question now?
Sort of, but your question is existing tokens on other networks or on Phoenix network? Because yes, you can definitely create liquidity pairs between any token that's already on Phoenix, but as far as a token that's on another network, it would need to be bridged over to Phoenix. So say Shiba, which is only on Ethereum, you're going to need to bridge Shiba over to Phoenix in order to create a liquidity pair with Phoenix and Shiba, and then you'd be able to buy Shiba on Phoenix. We're working on a token bridge, a universal token bridge, I think with Wormhole or I'm trying to remember the other one. We're looking at
Multichain.org.
Yeah, multi-chain. There we go. With multichain.org, which will make it really easy to swap and integrate other network or other tokens on other networks over to ours and vice versa.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, one more question to go. Kai Nasty Hacks. Like I have
Yeah,
okay,
one
it's
more.
gonna be my last question. Yeah, so it's about the NFTs also. Like the NFTs of a user's dogs, weapons, and let me say shield can be tradable on the Phoenix blockchain.
The NFTs are on the Phoenix blockchain. We don't have a trading platform just yet for that. That's what FireSea is going to be. FireSea is going to be the marketplace.
Zezix is also adding a marketplace for our NFTs, exclusively for Phoenix NFTs, on a centralized exchange, which will be kind of cool having something like that out there. I think they're all kind of integrating some kind of NFT marketplace on a lot of exchanges like crypto.com and what is that, Coinbase, I think that's also doing it. So yeah, they're finally integrating a lot of NFT platforms, but Zezix will be exclusively for Phoenix NFTs. FireSea is just waiting on some legal paperwork in order to open it up because it's treated, or NFT marketplaces are now treated as exchanges. So some paperwork's kind of required now because apparently people are misusing and abusing NFT marketplaces to launder money. So because the U.S. decided to implement a lot of regulations on NFT marketplaces, the rest of the world kind of globally adopted a lot of the same policies and rules. And that's all we're waiting on now is for some paperwork to get finalized from the Netherlands government, and then we're all set and ready to go.
Okay. That sounds good. Yeah, that sounds good. So I think I'm done with my questions. Yeah. So thanks for clarifying my question, guys. Yeah, that's really nice. Yeah. So thank you for the great opportunity, TJ. Yeah. So thank you.
My pleasure. Thanks for the great questions.
Thank you. Let me just get here text question. If there's anything what I don't saw the question in other AMAs already.
Can I comment on that downward trend one? The first one?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
probably he wants just to know how sustainable you are. Like if there's like downtrends going on, you have any backup funding?
Well, we actually didn't come into this is a community run project. We never did a funding round of IPO, ICO, or anything like that. So as far as sustainability goes, we're technically at our low, if you wanted to compare it to other things. And my comment for downward trend period is build. If you see project building throughout something like a bear market, it's my opinion, not financial advice, that project is going to be held to high regard when the market turns the other way. So if you see activity, if you see building, if you see constant community outreach, that's something that you should look forward to, especially during. And that's just be careful with the launched overnight things. It's just an opinion I wanted to throw out since I saw the downward trend. There is no fund. We're community run, or it's volunteer time. Our developers are also volunteer. We're basically working to make the project worth something, right? Worth way more than it is. And I think there's potential for that. I won't give a number.
Yeah, I'm also like this. Building in the bear market is going to help you to become one of the top players in the bull market. Wait, I actually had a question to this one. Yeah, maybe I will get it back. Oh yeah, so everything what you finance right now is actually what you're doing from like transaction fees and some stuff like this. Yeah. So, I mean, I still pay a gas fee, or are you getting that gas fee if I deploy something or something, or is it just going somewhere else?
So the gas fee would still, a portion of it gets burned, and a portion of it, actually, it's a very, very small percentage because we're set at, I think after the latest update was set at 2.5 Gwei, which is nothing. I mean, we could be at Bitcoin prices and you'd still be paying under $1 for every transaction. So that's essentially why we have set fees. It doesn't fluctuate amongst the actual Gwei like Ethereum does because it's set more for about available miners versus for that transaction to be supported and handled versus ours is naturally set. It can't be changed. Well, we can manually change it, but that will never change. It'll always be cheap. We want to, if there was a way to make it even cheaper into like the Wei instead of Gwei, we would do it. In fact, I think we've even considered it if prices ever get up to, say, above Ethereum prices, then we're going to shift our gas fees to Wei, which will reduce our fees even more because it's not about miners making tons of money off of every transaction. It's about the actual blockchain growing and developing.
Awesome, thank you. Here's a partnership question, but yeah, you have a lot of partners, like you already said, and I saw you also in the Tayara lounge, like I am also, which is everybody here. If you hear somebody's in the Tayara connection, there's lots of project channels and call channels and lounges, etc. All these projects are very good to invest in because they're all going to help each other in the future. Just want to say that. Let me just check if there's one more. Yeah, buy and sell tax actually. Is there any buy and sell tax on your token, or is it 0% buy, 0% sell?
Well, it's a native blockchain coin, so it's not a token. A token would be something like I was showing everybody how you can just launch a token in a matter of seconds. It would be it's a native asset to a blockchain, which is far superior to a token which anybody could just up and launch overnight. A blockchain requires a lot of legwork and a lot of assets in order to actually grow. So blockchains, aside from Luna, are much more difficult to deploy in sort of ways. It's not really deployed. It's an actual reward for solving a piece of a puzzle for an algorithm that the blockchain spits out. So it's a little different than an actual token. But there wouldn't be a tax on it because it's a reward.
And as Fluffy mentioned, there's a tiny burn out of the transaction fee that's happening. So each transaction, the 0.0002 Phoenix has a small little burn, and that just gets burned away. Bye-bye.
Yeah, and that's just part of the London fork. So nothing really we can do about that unless actually we probably could. But I think it's better and healthier for the blockchain since it's every day the transaction or the actual quantity of Phoenix grows every day, every time a miner hits a block. Having a small burn percentage like that is good and healthy for it. It helps regulate and balance the total supply.
And the total supply realistically will not ever hit 10 million in.
Shouldn't exceed more than 8 million.
8 million, yeah.
So that'll actually put the supply less than Bitcoin, but unlike Bitcoin doesn't really serve a purpose. You can't deploy smart contracts on it. You can't really use it for anything other than buying and trading.
It's the mother coin.
Well, aside from being able to buy and trade it, it really not a lot you can do with it. You can't deploy smart contracts on it. Can't really do anything. Essentially, put us. We could in theory see five figures one day. I mean, it's plenty possible. It's all about buy and demand too. So, but due to the overall supply, it's just about developers. If they decide, you know what, Ethereum's not for us anymore. We're tired of all the problems. We're going to look for something similar, but without all the hassles. We're going to move over to Phoenix because it's very similar in many of the aspects that we've been looking for, only it's faster and way cheaper. Then we very well could see surpassing Ethereum and even catching up or surpassing Bitcoin. I mean, the possibility's there. I just can't, I don't have a crystal ball that sees into the future and sees where our overall market cap's going to be, but I think we're under like what, $2 million market cap or under $1 million market cap right now. So that being said, if we end up, most blockchains typically see over a $10 billion market cap evaluation. So if we see a $10 billion market cap or higher, yeah, that'll put us way above Ethereum prices. And the great part is it'll still be under $1 per transaction.
Yeah, you never know what's happening in crypto. It's unpredictable, in my opinion. I mean, there's conspiracies out there. Put one in Netflix right now. I just actually watched it on the weekend about Bitcoin, but I don't want to go too deep in this one now. Worth a watch, actually. Yeah, here's one more question in the voice chat. Crypto Hunter, hello.
While we wait, I like this one question. I'm just going to spit it out. They said, short breath due to lack of experience and roadmaps. Can you list outstanding characteristics? As we've talked through the AMA, we have our own DEX, FireSwap. FireC is the NFT marketplace that we're working on. FireSwag is the swag all-in-one for one-stop shop for anyone that is deploying any kind of a token community that needs some kind of swag created. It'll be that to help. And then our own IPFS, which is the biggest thing, right? Having ownership of everything that's on the blockchain, even the image that is the NFT, whereas others use third parties like Pinata.
Well, another benefit to the IPFS that we're deploying is right now, I think somebody was asking a question too about somebody just stealing your artwork from your NFT and then relaunching it themselves. We're working on having our IPFS system basically just watermark everything. So unless you own the rights to it, so say an NFT I see on, I don't know, FireC, I want to buy it. Well, it's watermarked, or same thing with music NFTs too. I will be able to sample it or only get a preview of it unless I own the rights to that, which mean buying it. And then I would get the full exclusive rights to it, which is one benefit of our IPFS that no other IPFS system has. So right now, there's nothing to stop me from going on to OpenSea and right-clicking and stealing an image and then going ahead and deploying it on whatever NFT that I want. But with our IPFS system, it's going to be integrated with only FireSea. Those artists will be protected as well because everything is only watermarked unless somebody owns the rights to that image. And then once you own the rights to it, you can do whatever you want, but you'd only be able to sample it and preview it as a potential buyer. Hopefully that answers it a little bit better for some of the people that were asking.
Awesome, thank you. Crypto Hunter. Oh, he woke up. Let's see. Hello, Crypto Hunter.
Hello, can you hear me? Hope I'm audible.
I'm
Can you hear
trying.
me?
Your connection is a bit bad. Let's see.
Okay. I just want to talk about your game platform. So, can your gameplay be easy understood by all kinds of players, especially those who are relatively new in cryptos? And can they still enjoy the game even though they don't really much know about crypto and crypto-related products? You got the question?
Easy answer, yes. Complicated answer, yes. They don't really need to know much about crypto as long as they can set up a MetaMask wallet, which is pretty easy to set up. Only takes a couple seconds to set up, I believe. Just picking a matter of a password, installing an app, and then once you have your wallet address, you go and register it in Duck Hunt. Now, what I personally would do is get a keyboard that you can set up some macros on, so you can set up your own little, basically, buttons that automatically, like say G1 does shoot, G2 would reload, G3 checks your ammo, etc., etc. That makes it really easy to play there. And then as far as using the Explorer, it's pretty easy to type in your address and look to see what NFTs you want and how much Phoenix you got. So you really don't need to know much about Phoenix at all, or Phoenix or blockchains or tokens to play a game. And then you get rewarded just for enjoying a game and staying busy.
Thanks for clarifying it. I have another question. My other question is about your game. Most of the gaming platforms offer a lot of in-game reward, but one of the biggest problems is that after playing for hours, we are left with in-game reward with no reward monetary values. And did you address this issue while developing your game? And what is the solution? Got the question? Or should I come again?
So our game yields NFTs and also Phoenix as the native coin. So by shooting a duck, you have a chance to hit it, which then will give you Phoenix, 0.001, whatever amount of Phoenix. And that's already, you already have now a balance of Phoenix. Every so often you'll get a rare duck or NFT for shooting. So that's already not forcing the player to stay in-game if they don't want to. There is an in-game currency to upgrade stuff within the game to help hit ducks slightly better, but you do get yielded native coin and NFT on our blockchain. So you're already kind of past that border, I guess, if that's what you were asking.
Yeah, thanks. I have a last question. I'm happy to ask it.
Yeah, go ahead. We still have time.
Okay. I just want to know, will the value of NFT increase after combining them aside from the levels of your games?
So the value of the NFT, we don't have a value set yet. We're not going to set a value of any NFT. Does your level increase of rarity? It doesn't. It's just random. So if you hit a duck has a special NFT drop, that's random. Your level, is there a level in Duck Hunt? There's an amount that you've shot. We don't have a level just yet, but
Well, depending on how you upgrade your gun, I guess would kind of determine your level, because obviously having a better drop rate gun would give you and grant you a better percentage for NFTs and rare NFTs. But as far as levels, no, we did create a level system bot, but it caused more havoc, and it would give you like a new NFT every time you level up. But then we just ended up with a bunch of spammers in our community, so we kind of eliminated that and let it kind of die off a little bit. We'll probably bring it back at some point once we integrate a spam feature on it, so people don't spam it as much. But yeah, as far as the game, it doesn't really require a level system. Now, as far as the NFTs that you will receive from the game, those will be integrated in future duck games. Like I was talking about earlier about battle ducks, you'll be able to take those ducks and level them up in battle ducks, and you'll be able to get cool rewards like helmets and armor and weapons for them. And I think too, we were talking about mutations, being able to mutate your ducks and be able to breed them as well. So you could end up with eggs, and then through a hatchery, you can set them to hatch, and depending on like the parents, it'll determine or help determine the percentage of what could be hatched, I guess. But that'd be about the closest thing we'd have to a level system on there. So basically, you just get participation trophies and NFTs and Phoenix.
You did it. You did it.
Thanks for clarifying everything for me. I really recommend you guys for the answer. Thanks, man. Thanks.
Hey, thank you. Thanks for everybody that was here.
Awesome. Thanks, Crypto Hunter. I actually just realized I am not joining with my normal account. I'm joining with a channel account. Yeah, I needed 1.5 hours to see that. You sold me. You totally sold me. And like I said to Spazz in a DM, I'm going to hook you up with a gem pit for next week. They are actually very, very bullish if you can deliver them bullish news. So hop in a call with them, and then maybe they can integrate you guys there in your platform, which is, I think, a very good marketing for you guys. Yeah, like I said, you sold me. Is there anything you guys want to touch up?
Are we doing a giveaway?
Yeah, we're doing it. I actually wrote every name from the questions down. I'm going to do a spin later, and maybe I put one game up, and I'm just going to pin it here, and then I'm just going to announce the winners, and I'm going to DM it to Spazz later. For everybody, the giveaway is $25 in Phoenix and one time $10 in BNB. So you have to add your the Phoenix blockchain to MetaMask so you can receive the Phoenix in. I think here was somewhere the how-to. If you can forward it one. Oh no, it's pinned already. It's the last pinned message. So everybody can set up the wallet there. All right. Is there anything you guys want to touch up about Phoenix blockchain?
As we mentioned, we have a We Burn, We Rise podcast every Monday. For anyone that can make it, it's 18 UTC or 2 p.m. Eastern. Please like and subscribe to our YouTube. All of our general information's on there. I'm going to forward over a link of how-tos. There's a couple videos that actually show you how to use how to integrate the custom network on MetaMask, how to use Diamond apps, staking. I'll forward that over in just a minute. And yeah, welcome. We appreciate feedback. Join our main group. Let us know. We're at least one of the top people are around at all times. We have a lot of admins as well, moderators as well. And as I said, we have 60 plus collaborators. That list is constantly growing. So hope to see you guys in the future.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for coming over. I really enjoyed that AMA. Everybody, thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for hosting.
Thank you for hosting. Absolutely.
Hey, I kind of expect to see you over in We Burn, We Rise this week, right? So
when
we
is
can
it?
ask you some questions
Yeah, on Monday. What time?
on Mondays.
Mondays. What time is it? Because I always have to check my schedule. I'm super busy. You have a UTC time for this one? We Burn, We Rise?
18 UTC, 2 p.m. Eastern. Every Monday, We Burn, We Rise.
I think I should able to that. I actually have to see. If not, I come the week afterwards. All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks for coming over.
Awesome. Thank you.